Yo, bro. This is the Intermix Show on Sador Radio, the station that is more than music. Already in the show. So we're back. Some more shit for you. I am for face mode, dude.
Favorite stoner RJ. My father's into this chat and shit. Niggas still say what's up. My fault.
Nah, you
Favorite stoner though. Yeah.
Exactly. And shout out to Sador Radio, the sponsor of the show. The station that is more than music. Previously, we was talking about a bunch of shit. As usual. We touched up on the upcoming Mixture anniversary, 5 years of Mixture. Back to you with the shirt on. Well, I gotta get in all the cameras. Yeah, I mean, the Mixture 5-year anniversary. And we talked about just music in general, creation of it, locking in. Then we broke down what if, I guess someone, a chick you was messing with, just so happened to mess with a friend of yours. What if she put out the tricks for them and they put out the tricks for you? How you gonna feel about it? How you gonna take heed to it? And then that just spread it to other stuff. Yes, and I forgot where we even ended, but
They went from Dental Dam to
we went to Dental Dam
and
eating boxes, not boxes, and
abortion tactics.
Yeah. Plan B or not to be? That is the question. And
a couple places.
Yes. Relationships and bitches, I guess. I mean, I guess we bring it up a lot, I guess, when we drink. Life, females. I mean, most, times. Depending on, I guess, your life trajectory. You're worried about certain things. Generally, your job, career, how to become rich. Boom. If you have kids or a family or significant, holding down your family, providing for them. And then third, maybe your fun, etc., and miscellaneous things. And then after that, you'll get into smaller things or some things that can become afterthoughts, religion, social life, stuff like that. But I mean, we're pretty much primarily focused on certain things. And that's just any adult doing the adult thing. You probably have come to that point, where you realize, damn, adulting ain't really as fun as I thought that shit was going to be.
My sister was talking about that shit the other day.
Who told bills to come up every fucking month? Who told me to have a cell phone and actually have to pay for that motherfucker? Who told me to actually want to try to take a vacation and have to pay for that shit? And have to plan out a trip, plan out a flight, plan out car ride, gas money, all that just to go somewhere for a duration of time to relax and then come back to work and have to work hard to even do it again. Just like, why I gotta take these badass kids to school? Why I gotta send them to school, wake them up, knowing that they only learn the minimum and they ain't gonna use half the shit they learning in real life. Maybe except for a little mental math and maybe writing a letter or two here and there. Right.
Oh shit, I don't mind. I don't like school, so I don't mind being out of that motherfucker. I ain't gonna fraud.
No, but I'm saying sending your kids, because then you're with the
I'm
task.
I'm talking about.
Oh no, you being a student is something different.
I'm talking about before adulting. I mean,
yeah, adult.
Would you rather still be a kid, or would you? I mean, or you don't mind being an adult? That's usually what it comes down to when people tell me that.
I mean,
I know adulting would be so hard. All right, well, which one do you choose? Would you want to stay a kid, not being able to do shit that you're doing now? The only thing was really in the way is the bills and shit. For real. And once your bills is all taken care of,
honestly,
you have a more positive outlook on life. Once your
I would say,
once your bills paid off and you comfortable,
I think
you feel pretty good being an adult.
I think the key of it, like a child or more so like teenager is, at that point you might actually be fucking bitches and having sex, and then you're experiencing that, which is supposed to be associated with some form of adulting, because then you're not primarily needed for paying bills.
Yeah, you ain't a full.
You may have personal bills, cell phone, etc., but you might not even be paying rent for where you stay. And if you have the luxury of having parents that pretty much allow you to freely work and move freely, then you really don't have too much stipulations. That's cool. So, I mean, some might want to go back to that. Now, I mean, given you might not want to go to school if you're still going to school, but you just, at that point, you're thinking, your thought is to do enough to pass. And at that age, you can kind of make mistakes. Not like, deadly or getting booked for like, felonies and shit like that, but like, you can make day-to-day mistakes and question things because you're still young. So your room for error is greater, and it won't necessarily affect your life heavily.
For the most part.
So, yeah, like I said, except for like illegal shit, and you might lose a girlfriend. Alright, cool. Like losing a girlfriend as a teenager is so different than losing a girlfriend as an adult. Because at that point, like you might be living with them, so now your bills change. You're more responsible for shit. You gotta work on getting them out the house. Your attachment to them is stronger. You're more intimate with them. Do y'all have kids? Are y'all kids around each other? It's so much tied into relationships then. Oh, well, excuse me, in adulthood. Then,
The thing about that, you keep this shit moving.
In adulthood?
Depending on the situation. But for the most part, you can keep this shit moving.
I would say it might be easy in adulthood to keep it moving because you might not have to be around that person, especially if y'all don't have like kids.
If you ain't got no child together,
those attachments.
It's very simple to move on.
But now, if you break up with your girl and y'all in high school together, you might see that bitch in the hallway.
Yeah.
You might see her waiting for the bus. You might see her getting a ride with some senior and y'all sophomores and shit like that.
It's a little too close
and
for comfort.
Shit might hurt your heart.
You want to see the same bitch.
But heartbreak is different at that point.
I don't know. Maybe it's your heart broke.
I don't know. I mean, I think you're not more receptive as an adult.
I don't think it can be broke more than twice.
I think you're.
If you getting your heart broke every relationship you in, just a soft ass nigga.
I think your understanding for it is different.
But after that first time you get your shit broke,
oh no,
you a whole new nigga.
Yeah, well, like that. You back in the streets.
You a whole new nigga. It don't matter what per female come. I'm telling this to all the females. It don't matter what female come along after a nigga done had his heart broke by a certain bitch. It's gonna take a nice little minute, and those flags still gonna continue to pop up, even when you think that you got the nigga like, you got me. And the flag pop up.
Man, let me ask you this, bro. Have you ever had your heart broken?
I don't think so.
You haven't. If you have to think about it,
right? That's why. Usually people ask me like, I don't think it's been.
Because I gotta really question what is considered having your heart broken. Like what level of feeling you have to experience? Is it a level of
you gotta
anxiety,
still feel the joint,
hate,
still
dislike?
It's a mix of all that shit.
Hate her fucking guts. Yeah. I don't wish this bitch well. Like, what feelings do you have to exploit to replicate to someone who might have a broken heart? Is it level of depression, a feeling of disappointment?
I wouldn't say broken heart. I would say broken trust.
What? I think trust is different from heart.
2 different levels, yeah. So I never had my heart broken. I had my trust broken a couple of times.
I mean, that's kind of common. I mean, that goes. It goes into a part of a broken heart.
They go with it, nigga.
It can help. Yeah,
trust is over, nigga. But I don't trust nobody anyway. So even that, man. So no, I don't think I really had my heart.
If I lost trust, that don't mean like my heart's broken.
Okay,
but if I'm broken, if my heart is broken, I probably lost trust.
I've had broken heart, but not from a relationship. I've had broken heart from other shit. You know what I mean? That hit me hard. Other than that,
was it like an adulting thing? Was it like a life situation?
It was a life situation, yeah.
Okay.
Like, my pop was going through shit. It was a life or death type of thing. That certain shit that I was told with certain shit that happened kind of broke my heart, yeah. But as far as like a female in a relationship type of situation. Nah.
Well, I mean, do you? Okay, so in that state, what did you feel? Like, what constitute as it being a broken heart? Where you, because like you can look at it as some people can look at it as broken heart, but like describe that feeling, or it
It's
could be
kinda-
like a level of like heavy anxiety, heavily feeling disappointed
Yeah,
about
I
something.
think it's all that, and I think it's the
Um,
instant of it too. Like that shit happens in the instant. Once I
Is it the unknown of like why something happened and you can't not come up with resolution, but you can't figure out why something happened or why it was that way. Is that like a key component in being heartbroken? Like why she left or why this happened? Why my man ain't right? Why this ain't blah 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 blah? Is that a contribution to you feeling heartbroken?
It could be, but I would never be sure because those things happen pretty much every day, and I don't think it's all because of love. I think that's a lot of that is you trust, or you might be disappointed that somebody did something. I mean, but the heartbroken shit is kind of hard to explain. It definitely is kind of hard to explain that feeling. I know like I said, when I had that feeling, it only came down to my pops and certain shit that was going on, and it just made me feel that, man. Like I don't know, like damn, brother, like is this really happening? like it's almost like you can't believe it type shit. Like is this, and just you know what I mean, make you want to go somewhere and cry real quick.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Personal. Have you ever let out like a good cry? And I don't mean like you get like ball and roll around the floor, crawling, Jesus take me, like not overexertion, but just a level of, and it don't technically have to be tears for you to cry. Honestly, it could be a loud grunt, it could be a loud yell. What the fuck? Like that's a form of crying in a sense.
Nah, nigga, when I cry, nigga.
We cried together.
It's gonna be some tears falling. Now I might not show it. It might not even look like I'm supposed to be crying. Like I might just be looking regular, but I'm crying. Like, why is this nigga crying? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, gotta let it out, man. Gotta let it out.
Sometimes you need that. It's kind of like crying can be considered a emotional filtration system. Sometimes just letting that emotion, that condensation from the eyes.
And I got thought things mentally myself, so yeah, once in a while, I'm gonna go to my own spot and go in my corner real quick. You know what I mean? Get myself together mentally. But yeah, it was never over no bitch. It might be over some shit that I've done. But,
well, okay.
I'll be so disappointed in myself that I cry.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be a direct.
It gets down to that. You know what I mean?
Right. I wouldn't say a direct correlation of crying over her.
Yeah.
But maybe crying over the events.
Or a situation that happened.
Altogether. Man, that's fucked up, man. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Oh, no.
And then lost. Oh, like it can be an event of things that tie it together to make you feel
I
that
know,
level of emotion.
I mean, yeah, all that shit comes together. Mm-hmm. Especially if anybody out there's ever dealt with depression.
So, the definition of heartbroken, just one I see, is to overcome by sorrow, suffer of a person or suffering from overwhelming distress, very upset. Somebody said heartbroken is to be so sad that it feels like your heart has cracked inside your chest. I don't think I ever felt that. You might be dead, buddy. I mean, I can feel pain, but I don't know, buddy. You walking dead, my G. The fuck?
Like, you did.
Physical signs of
my heart physically cracked.
No, your shit cracked. That's not strong at all, nigga. The fuck this shit cracked it just cuz.
I ain't heard about this in education.
Yeah, but
you ain't hear about this shit.
What is it? Heart doctor, pulmonary, son.
the
Let me
fuck?
check your shit.
That shit broke Rick.
Alright, so physical signs of grieving can include exhaustion, muscle tightness or weakness, body pains, fidgety relentlessness, lack of energy, insomnia, sleeping too much, disturbing dreams, or I guess nightmares you could say,
Yeah.
loss of appetite, overeating, nausea, hollow stomach, indigestion, diarrhea, pepto-bismol, so no, indigestion,
Diarrhea.
intestinal disorders like diarrhea, oh shit, it's diarrhea, or
Yeah.
weight gain or loss.
Yeah,
So I
see
guess,
that.
those attributes or signs.
It sounds like some depression, to be honest, but
I mean, it could be depression could be from grieving something,
Mhm.
loss of a job, loss of a loved one, just losing control of your life.
Just losing.
That can lead to heartbreak. Just not
Loser.
being, feeling like you're making progress, but you take a step back, and that step that you wanted to take forward ended up being 3 more steps back. So
Mhm.
and I think we all deal with some level, maybe not depression all the way, but a level of, displeasure and anxiety where you feel like everything is not going according to plan, and it's like, why is it not? And you might feel depressed. You might let up like the good cry, like we said. You might get mad and swing in the air like Trey and Boys in the Hood or something. You get so frustrated with certain things.
I only do that when I'm angry, and I don't throw. I break walls. I punch walls. Ask my sister. Ask people. I will find a wall. That's only if I'm angry though. I
Yeah.
like I'm angry about some shit.
But I
Instead
mean,
of hitting somebody, I'm gonna hit the wall.
but I mean, that could be a form of depression. That could be a form of.
Nah, that's all anger right there.
Well, no, we just said grieving and physical.
That's all pissed offness right there.
Piss offness. Wow.
That's all pissed offness right there. Like, you hitting the wall.
Muscle tightness and weakness. Like your muscles tight. You want tight. You want.
Nah, it wasn't tight.
Body pains. You might hurt your hand. I don't know.
I ain't hurt my hand either.
You're grieving. What are you grieving?
The wall was here. I had
Right.
to pass the wall up.
You mad you didn't.
Just all the niggas that, you know what I mean, my hits hurt. Just let niggas know. My punch too.
Against the wall.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine against somebody's face. Like,
Against the whole
it's
wall.
over. Like,
Draw a wall in your face.
when you break walls, you know what I mean?
Yes. And you can break walls. You trip.
You can hit bricks constantly and be cool. I don't think you want to get punched. Either way, I guess somebody feeling like that when they get their heart broken.
Yeah.
And they shit split in
Walls
half.
and shit. Yeah.
Split in half, like the person on the jump.
Yes, nigga said like
shit
literally your
cracked,
heart
literally
cracked in the
cracked.
inside your chest. Like, this the big one, Elizabeth.
Doom.
Like I can't see my shit doing no cracking in
Nah,
my
I
chest.
ain't never
I'm
had my
going
heart
to the
crack.
hospital if I feel some shit like that.
My
My
heart
shit
crack.
crack. What if you hear
First
like,
time I heard that before,
you were like,
the heart crack.
oh, hold up. I hear my shit crack.
Yeah.
I hear my heart crack.
Heart
I hear that shit.
Heard that?
Fuck with that. You hear
What
that?
was that?
Bro, I think that was your heart, bro.
Your heart was broken.
I think you cracked your heart, bro. Like, damn, I did. I wasn't even trying it. Everybody, man.
I heard it break.
Yeah, third one I heard this week, man.
You need to fix that, man.
It's not going around.
Something going on in your life, man, that you're not comfortable with.
3 niggas hearts crack in a week. Like, you're the fourth, man.
You're the fourth.
Something going on. Something going around, man.
Hope I ain't the cause of breaking.
I must with the girl or something.
Hope I ain't upset niggas when I come around. Like,
Is it me?
is it me?
Did I crack you off?
I mean, I did fuck her that one time.
And she did the things for me she didn't do for
She
you.
didn't do for you.
She just said it was different that night. That's all. I thought I'm a different nigga. Just it was different.
I didn't think she was gonna get on the bed, do a handstand, and suck my dick. I did not know she was gonna
She
do
was
that.
acrobatically
You know what I mean?
inclined.
All I had to do was hold her up.
And I scrap ankles,
You know what I mean?
out of respect for you, man.
Exactly.
I ain't grabbing knees. You ain't grabbing.
I thought it was certain bitch when I said that shit.
No, that's the talent.
Shout out to you. I got it on
Just the blur to her head.
Got it on tape.
They ain't the chicks who hang off the bed on their back, but their head is off.
That's a wild joint.
Like, yeah.
I be thinking they're gonna die.
The blood, I'm just thinking, like, you ain't gonna do nothing but this.
Like, I think they're gonna pass out or something.
As a nigga, you don't care, you just trying to with
You
that
don't.
throat.
You
And
fucking
you
fuck out
like,
the John. Once you see she quit, like, okay.
I think you try to be quick before the blood rushes.
At first you be trying to work, okay.
So I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunity
And she
because
start
once the
feeling
blood
too
rushes,
good,
she gonna want
boy.
to get up. So I'm like, oh shit, my blood rushing. Yeah.
She wants to tap nigga's legs. Like, alright. Can't breathe.
But you push your hand away. I got it. You put it this.
Yeah, if I'm fucking you, you put your hand in the way. It's over.
I'm just making sure your heart don't crack. That's it.
I've had that shit before. You get fucking in, you ain't doing that.
I fucking till your heart don't crack. That's all. Oh shit.
She is a trooper for not falling in them joints.
Right.
Yeah, look, she's about to fall in the hills.
Oh, well.
Facts. Like a fucking rainbow and shit. But yeah, man, have your heart actually break. Sounded like glass breaking.
Like somebody rubbing a bag of chips and some shit. Was that my heart?
Yeah.
Was that my heart?
Gotta crack in your heart.
Was that my heart?
I've heard people not eating, you know, people overeating.
Difficulty sleeping.
Yeah, I heard all that. But hard to actually break. That nigga was reaching for that.
I guess I felt that way at one point.
Yeah.
Maybe early years, late teens, early 20s, maybe. I don't know. Something like that, I guess, if you put in that description. I don't know. Maybe my sleeping habit was off. But nonetheless, yeah, I guess you can contribute that to maybe being heartbroken. Just this wasn't a favorable situation. I don't know. I mean, I still was eating because I love chicken and shit. So I was eating chicken.
Niggas still eating.
But I wasn't overeating because I definitely getting weight. I was still skinny as a tree branch.
Be sad a little bit, but it was, I want to say it's from heartbroken.
I mean, I was drinking, but I drink now, so I don't know.
I just do.
I don't know. I guess I just cope with regular things and regularity. Cause,
Dealing with a broken heart. Oh no.
I can't speak. That's definitely my adulthood, and I can't think of being like heartbroken.
Fuck him and leave him. Down in our dash. Yeah, getting good. You throw it up, catch it all I got out of you.
Right. I think it's taking back though. Pimp shit.
That's how that should be. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I can get heartbroken at this point. Especially with a female. I just get woke. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to
just
go the distance to break my heart.
You gotta put the time in to get to a point where I have that level of like love, likeness, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. You would have to leave abruptly or do something to me. But see, even at this part, I can kind of like charge it to the game and just and let it go. Like I charge it to the game. You know what I mean? And then keep it moving. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
She's like this thing.
Yeah, because after a while, a nigga bounce.
No, I can't.
After a while, a nigga bounce back and be on pain.
And I guess at this point, I can't be surprised by a lot of things. Like,
oh, hell no.
I can see that. It happens. It is what it is.
I think the only thing that's surprised.
Like that, but hey,
yeah, I think the only surprise is you ain't think it would come from that certain female.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe at times, so soon or so late. Like, I knew she was like that, but dang, she lasted longer than I thought. Oh, okay. Like, it just, like, you know what I mean? I can't hold my head down. Stuff like that.
I think the only thing that would get me is probably, I didn't even want to say it, then that shit might happen. So, yeah.
But, yeah.
That nigga's gonna really get their heart broken and just go into the next bitch. It is what it is. Unless you was doing everything for a nigga. Yeah, I wanted to actually finish that drama. Yeah, we can split that drama. But,
You want me?
oh, what you got? Platters in there?
Nah, I don't. I got like a little jump in there. I was about to say, you want to go get some food on the way. Rock or something. Take it back to the days. Back in the days.
Back in the day.
Not a kid anymore.
But
But yeah, man. Fuck that
still
heartbroken shit, nigga. And if you feel heartbroken, hold your head. You won't get over it, soldier.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
just another,
It's another battle. Just show you battle
just
tested.
another heartbreak.
Yeah, I mean, you invested.
Get some Gorilla Glue, put that shit back together.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, fuck that crack heart shit, nigga.
Keep it moving, man. Just pay attention to the signs for next time. That's all.
You mean, smoking your ops, nigga.
Just let that shit
I
rock.
really got that smoking on your ops, but whatever. Nonetheless, man, we gonna get out of here. This is the Mix Show. Presented through Sadora Radio, the station that is more than music. I am the freckle face mogul myself, dude. Signing off.
Your boy RJ, your favorite stoner.
And your favorite stoner. Best
Yes.
friend. Like that, man. We out.
And if you don't have one, you know what I mean?
Figure it out. Yeah.